So in yesterday's class, you learned how to create tables, how to insert data into the tables. Okay, then now next, let's see displaying data. Okay, displaying data. So what is the command to display the data? What command we use? Select. Okay, select command is used to display data from table. Okay, select command is used to, if you want to see the data, you created the table, no? You created the table, you inserted the data. Next, you want to see the data. To see the data, then execute what? Select commands. And what is table contains rows and columns. And using the select statement, we can display, okay, all rows or what? Specific rows. Okay, we can display all the rows or we can display specific rows. And using this, we can display all columns or specific columns. Okay, then so we can display all the rows at specific rows, and we can display all columns at specific columns. Okay, then so tables, like table contains lakhs of rows. I don't want to see all the lakhs of rows. I want to see specific row. That is possible. You want to see all the rows. That is also possible. I want to see all columns, or you want to see specific columns. Okay, then and how to write this? How to write this query? We have to write like this. What that is? Select, okay, star. Select star, or you write what? Columns. Next one, from table name. So this is the query you have to write if you want to see the data. Select star columns from table name. Okay, then and then what this is called? What this is called? What this whole thing is called? This whole thing is called command. What is this command? Select command. Yesterday you learned two commands: create table command, insert command. Yesterday you learned two commands: create table, insert. And what this command is? Select command. This whole thing is called select command or select query. You can call it as command or you can call it as query. So this whole thing is called select query, select command. But what are these individual parts? So there are two parts here. This is one part, this is one part. What are these called? They are called clauses. They are called what? Clauses. Clause, C-L-A-U-S-E. Okay. So this query contains how many clauses? This query contains how many clauses? Two clauses. One clause is select clause. Another clause is from clause. But what is this clause means? What this clause means? Suppose, for example, just assume that SQL is equal to what? English. Assume SQL equal to English. English is a language SQL is also language. In English, how you communicate in English? Okay, now if you use English language, but English is used for communication, no? Then, but how you communicate in English? By using what? By using sentences. But in SQL, how you communicate in SQL? By sending commands. That commands are called queries. Okay, that commands are called queries. So if SQL equal to English, a query equal to what? Sentence. Sentence is made up of sentence. Sentence is made words. Sentence is made up of words. And queries are made up of what? Clauses. Okay, na? Then. So sentence is made up of words and the queries are made up of clauses. A sentence contains words, a query contains clauses. Then, so here there are two clauses here. One clause is what? From clause, and another clause is select clause. There are two clauses, from clause and select clause. Okay, then. So now, why you write this query? Okay, like why you write this query? Because you want to see the data. If you want to see the data, what you have to tell SQL server? Okay, na? You want to see the data. What you have to tell SQL server? See, is database contains only one table? Is database contains only one table? No. Database contains what? Number of tables. Then what you have to tell SQL server? Which table data you want to see? Yes or no? Database contains number of tables, but which table data you want to see? Where you specify that? You specify that in what? From class. If you write from EMP means SQL server understand that user want to see the data from EMP table. If you say from customer means SQL server understand that user want to see the data from customer table. In from, you specify what? In from specify table name. In select specify column names. So which columns you want to see? Table contains number of columns. Which columns you want to see? You specify that in select. Which table you want to see? Specify that in from. And which columns you want to see? Specify that in select. In select specify what? Column names. Then what is star means? Selecting star means selecting what, sir? All columns. Selecting star means all columns. Okay, then. So then this whole thing is called what's a command, but individual parts are called clauses. So if you go to other languages, they're called keywords, reserved words like that. But when it comes to SQL, we call them as what's a clauses. So next, and suppose, for example, I'm asking display all the data from EMP table. So user want to see all the data from EMP table. Then select star from EMP. That's all. You write select star from EMP. If you write select star from EMP, this query will display all the data from EMP table. Okay, then. So I want to see all the data from EMP, select star from EMP. So this query will show all the data from EMP table. So I want to run this query. Then to run this query, first connect to SQL server. Connect to SQL server and run the query. Then what? How to connect? Open When you want to connect, then open SSMS, open SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, na? Open SQL Server Management Studio. So this is the SQL Server Management Studio, and double click this, open. So then when you open, what it will ask? So login and password. Login is SA. SA means system admin, and password is 123. Click WhatsApp connect. Click connect. Click connect. Okay, click connect. So then after you connect, then it is showing Object Explorer. In this, it is showing the list of databases which are already created. Okay, there are 3 databases: DB20, DB6 PM, DB7 AM. So there are 3 databases, but which database we created for our class? DB6 PM. And open this database, then open this database. So in this database, yesterday we created one table in this database. Okay, now I want to see the table. So if you want to see the table, then run this query. What that is? Select star from select star from EMP. Run this query, select star from EMP. So if you run this query, select star from EMP, this query will show the data. Okay, it will show the data from EMP. But this is showing what? Select star. Selecting star means selecting all columns. So the table contains how many columns? 6 columns, and it is showing all the 6 columns are not. Yes, but I don't want to see all the columns. Suppose, like for example, I want to see what is my requirement is. So display employee names and salaries. Then okay, na? So display employee names and salaries. So then if you want to see only the names and salaries, then don't write star here. If you write star means it will show all, but I don't want to see all. I want to see only the names and salaries. Then you have to write like this. Select what? Names. Names are there in which column? Names are there in which column? E name. Salaries are there in which column? Sal. Then what we have to write? We have to write this column names. What is the column name? E name, comma what? Salary from EMP. Now it will show only the names and salaries. Okay, na? Then you have to write column names. Names are there in E name, salaries are there in sal. You have to write the column name. So then okay, run this query. Now, so execute this, and so this query is showing only the names and salaries. I want to see the name, salaries, and age. Then so select E name, comma salary, comma age. E name, comma salary, comma age from EMP. E name, comma salary, comma age. Okay, then so whatever you select, it will show. Okay, whatever you select, it will show. Then you want to see all, then what? Select star. So if you select star, then it will show all the data. But you want to see specific columns, then type the column names separated by comma. So E name, comma what? Hide date. Then it will show only the E names and hide dates. Okay, then so whatever you want, you select it. Okay, then so display, just example, employee what? Names and hide date. Then display employee names and hide date. So this is just how to write a select statement. Okay. Then next. Okay, fine. So, but what this is showing, so if you run this one, select start from EMP, then so it is showing that, and it is also okay. It is showing all the rows, all columns, okay, but it is also showing all the rows. How many rows are there? 5 rows. It is showing all the 5 rows. But in this 5 rows, can you find a particular employee details? It is showing 5 rows now. 5 rows means 5 employees. One row equal to one employee. So 5 rows means 5 employees. 5 employees data. So in this, can you find out particular employee details? Yes, because table contains 5 rows. Easily we can find out a particular employee details. But if you go to real-time tables, the tables contains lakhs of rows. Tables contains what? Lakhs of rows. You take Amazon customer table. Amazon customer table contains what? Lakhs of customers. So in lakhs of rows, can you find out a particular row? Can you manually find out a particular row? Difficult or not? Yes. So here the table contains 5 rows. Easily we can find out a particular employee details. But if table contains lakhs of rows, so we cannot easily find out what particular row. So from the table, how to get the particular row from the table? So by default, this query returns all the rows, but I want to see particular row. I don't want to see all the rows. I want to see particular row. Then how to get the particular row? So to get the particular row from this table, we have to apply where condition. To this query, we have to apply what? Where condition. Okay. And before going to see how to apply the where condition, so we'll see what are the operators in SQL server. What are the operators in SQL server? And one is called one is called what's that? Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. One is plus, next what? Minus, next one multiplication, next one division, next one modulus. Plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. Okay. So these operators are called arithmetic operators. Okay. Then and this arithmetic operators are used for calculations. They are used for calculation. This is used for addition. This is used for subtraction. This is used for multiplication. This is used for division. What this gives? Reminder. Modulus, percentage. What this gives? Reminder. This gives what, sir? Reminder. Suppose I'll write 10, 1 second. I'll write 10 modulus 2. Then 10 modulus 2. What this gives? 0. What I said? This gives reminder. 10 divided with 2. After dividing 10 with 2, what is the remainder? 0. Not 5. Okay, na? If I write 10 by 5, 10 by 2, 10 by 2 gives 5. 10 modulus 2 gives 0. Okay? Understood? Then. So this gives reminder. 10 divided with 2. After dividing 10 with 2, what is the remainder is 0. Okay? Then. Next one. So this, see, I'm giving the list. We'll use. Okay, na? Then just I'm giving the list. And this is for calculations. Okay, next. What the next one is? Relational operators. Relational operators. Relational operators. So one is greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, equal to, not equals to. Greater than or equal to, less than or equals to, equals to, not equals to. So what these operators are called? Relational operators. And this is called arithmetic operators. This is called relational operators. Arithmetic operators are used for calculation. Relational operators are used for comparison. They are used for comparison. Okay, na? Then I want to compare two values. Suppose there is a call A, B. Just assume that there is two values A, B. I want to check A is greater than B now. A is less than B now. A is equal to B now. A is not equal to B now. I want to compare like that. Then that case we use what, sir? Relational operators. There are two values A, B. I want to compare these two. Whether A is greater than B now, A is less than B now, A is equal to B now, A is not equal to B now. I want to compare. That case we use this relational operators. Sir, okay? Then now next one. What the next one is? Logical operators. Logical operators. Logical operators. So there are three logical operators, and or not. Okay, there are three logical operators, and or not. Okay, then so these two operators are used to combine two conditions, and this is used to make the condition what's that? Negative. If you want to make it negative, use not. If you want to combine, then use and then or. I'll take examples. Okay, na? Just I'm giving the list. I'll take the examples. That time you'll understand definitely. Okay. Then next one, fourth one, like fourth one. Now, so there is a call what? Special operators. There is a call special operators. So what are the special operators? One is what? Between, another one in, another one like, another one is, another one any. Okay, between, in, is, any, all. Next one, what is this is? Exist. Next one, pivot. Special operators. So between operator, in operator, like operator, is operator, any operator, all, exist, pivots. Okay, then so just one more is there. What is that is? Set operators. Set operators. So one is union. Next, union all. Next one, intersect. Next, except. So these operators are called set operators. You know this in mathematics, A union B, A intersect B. Okay. Sir, okay na? No. No. So these are the different what operators in SQL server. So arithmetic operators used for calculation, relational operators are used for comparison, and logical operators are used for combining the conditions, and they are used for special purpose. And these operators are used for set operations: union, intersect, minus, a union b, a intersect b, a minus b. Then now let's see. So now like once again, suppose if you go to, for example, you go to Amazon India website. When you go to Amazon in, then what it is showing? This is the home page. In the home page, it is showing what? All the products, the different category of products that Amazon sells. It is showing the different category of products that Amazon sells. Yes or no? But actually, I'm not interested in all these products. I'm not interested in all the products. I want to buy mobile phones. I'm planning to mobile phones. I want to see only mobile phones. You want to see only mobile phones. Then what you do? You select what, sir? Here there is an option here. Click this one, mobile phones. Okay. So in Amazon database, there is a table called products table. The products table contains lakhs of products. So I don't want to see all the products. I want to see only mobile phones. So then you click this. Okay, you click this. When you click this, then so it is showing only what, sir? It will show only the mobile phones. It is not showing other products. It is showing only the mobile products. Yes or no? Same thing I want to do it in what, sir? Database. Okay, na? So the table contains number of employees data. I don't want to see all the employees data. I want to see specific employee data. Okay. So whenever you want to see specific rows, then what we need to do is we need to apply where condition. Okay. Now let's see where clause. So where clause then. So what is the purpose of this? What for we use this where clause? Is used to get what's a specific row or rows from table, to get specific row or rows from table based on a what? Based on what's that? Condition. To get specific rows from table based on a condition. So we can say this is used to filter what's that? Data. Use it to what? Filtering. Data filtering. Okay, then. Oh. So let's see this here. How to use? We have to use like this. What is that is? Select what? Select what's that? Columns. Columns. Otherwise you can write star. From what? Table. Next. Where? Next here you write what's that? Condition. So in select you write column names. In from you write table name. In where you write what's that? Condition. In from you write table name. In select you write column names. In where you write what? Condition. Okay, you write the condition. Now, so you write condition. But what is this condition is? Okay, na? What this condition is? Then okay, here you write condition. Okay, na? Like what is this condition? In where clause you write condition, but how you write the condition? Okay. You write condition like this. What is that is? Column name. Next one. OP means operator. Next one. Value. So you write condition like this. Column name, operator, value. Okay. Column name, operator, value. You write condition like this. So column name, operator, value. Okay. Then, so here, what is operator? What operator? Sir, conditions. How you write condition? You write condition like this. This is the format. But here, what is the operator? Which operator? I given list now. Like here, which operator we use? So once again, like just see this. Can we write a condition like this? In programming languages, you write conditions by using if. In programming, you write conditions by using what? If condition. Can we write a condition like this? If A plus B. Okay, na? A plus B is not a condition. A plus B is not a condition. A plus B is a what? A plus B gives what, sir? Value. A plus B gives value. So A plus B is not a condition. Suppose, can I write a condition like this? A greater than B. A greater than B. A greater than B is a condition. Okay, na? So remember, condition means returns true, false. Condition returns what? True, false. Like suppose 10 plus 20 bars, 10 plus 20 returns what? 30. 10 plus 20 returns 30. But if I write 10 greater than 20 means, is 10 greater than 20? No, condition false. 10 greater than 20? No, false. So conditions returns what? True, false. Okay, then conditions returns true, false. Then tell me which operator we use here. One second, boss. Here, don't confuse. Like what? What are the operator? One is what, sir? What is arithmetic operators? Okay, na? Then what are the arithmetic operators? 10 plus 20. So then what this gives? 30. Okay. Then 10 minus 20. Sorry, 10 plus 2. Okay, let it be 10 plus 2. Then what this gives? 12. 12. 10 minus 2. Then what this gives? 8. 10 into 2. 20. 10 by 2. 5. Then 10 modulus 2. 0. Okay. Then arithmetic operators gives value. Arithmetic expressions gives what, sir? Value. Suppose you take what, sir? Relational, like relational operators. Okay, na? Then so 10 greater than 2. 10 greater than 2. Yes. Condition what, sir? True. 10 greater than 2. Yes, true. And 10 less than 2. False. 10 equals to 2. False. 10 not equal to 2. 10. 10 not equal to 2. Yes, true. It's not equal. Yes or no? 10 greater than true. 10 greater than 2. Yes. 10 less than 2. False. 10 equals to 2. False. 10 not equal to 2. Yes, true. So that means relational expressions gives what? True or false. Arithmetic expression gives what? Value. So then here in where class you write a relational expression or arithmetic expression? Relational. Okay, na? Here you write what? Relational expression. So what must be this operator? Operator must be relational operator. So OP must be any relational operator. Like what? Any relational operator like greater than, less than, like this. Like greater than or equal to, less than, equal, not equal, like this. Okay, then so next one. So what happens is, if this condition what, okay na, if the condition is what's it, true, row is selected. If condition true, row is selected. If condition what's it, false, row is not selected. If condition true, row is selected. If condition false, row is not selected. Okay, and so if this condition true, check the condition. Condition true, select the row. Condition false, row is not selected. Just see, like, let's see. We'll understand this after taking the example. So just I'm asking, display employee details. This whose employee ID equals to 103. I don't want to see all the employee details. I want to see particular employee details. Which employee details you want to see? 103 details. Whose ID equal to 103. Then how to write this? Okay, na? So particular employee whose ID equals to 103. Then how to write this one? Select what's that? Star. Select star. Select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Then so select star from EMP. But select star from EMP returns all the rows, all the employees. But it's not asking all the employees. He is asking particular employee. Then whenever you want particular, apply what? Where condition. So what is the where condition? Where employee ID equals to 103. Employee ID equals to 103. Okay, then. So what is this is called condition. Okay, then. Select star from EMP where ID equals to 103. Okay, then. Now let's see. So when you run this query, na, okay, na, when you run this query, you submit this query to SQL server. SQL server goes to EMP table. It goes to what, sir? EMP table, and go to first row. Go to first row. Checks ID. What is the ID? What is the ID? 100. Condition what, sir? False. Condition true na false? False. So this is not selected. That's what I said. Condition true selected. Condition false not selected. And it go to the next row. What is the ID? 101. Condition 1 false not selected. Next 102. Condition 1 false not selected. 103. Condition 1 true selected. Okay, na? This is selected. This row is selected. What is this selected? This row is selected. But what values are displayed? It will select this 103 employee row. But what values are displayed? Because you said what, sir? Select star, then it will show all the values. It will show, it will select 103, but 103, what values are displayed? All the values are displayed because you said select star. Okay, then suppose I'll select e-name, then what? If I select e-name, so it will select 103 row, but what is displayed? 103 name is displayed. What the name is? Ravi. Okay, then so, but if I say star here, then it will show all the values. Okay, then so it go to one by one, checks condition true or false. If true selected, false not selected, then you see this. So from the table, it is fetching only not 3. Yes or no? Then clear. Next. So suppose here again, and here, like, not only it is based on what ID. Okay, here you written condition based on employee ID, not only based on employee ID. You can write conditions based on name also. Suppose I'm asking something like this: what that is, display employee details whose name equals to, okay, whose name equals to, suppose say what, something like Vijay. Okay, na? Some name. Then how to write it? Select star from what EMP, where employee name. So employee name, because condition based on name. So e name equals to what? Vijay. But what is Vijay is string. String should be always in single quotes. Okay, na? So in SQL Server, the string should be always in single quotes. Okay, then then so like when you run this here, when you run this, select star from, then okay, when you run this, so then same thing, it goes to what's that? First one. What is the name? Sachin. Condition false. What is the name? Vijay. Condition true. Selected. This row is selected. Okay. What is the next one? False. Next false. False. It go to one by one, checks true or false. If true, selected. Okay. Understood? Then. So then how many are there? How many are there satisfying this condition? Only one employee. Only one employee is there satisfying this condition. If there are 10 employees satisfy the condition, then it will select all 10. Okay, na? Then if there are 10 employees, it will show all the 10 employees. Okay. Now, so like you tell me here, like what? 1 second. So like 1 second. So first it is showing all the products bus, but you want to see mobile phones. You selected what? Mobiles. When you select mobile background, it's converted into query. Sir, here in anywhere, any applications, what you do, you click, double click, okay, na? Select like that. But background, they are converted into what? Queries only. So when you click mobile phones, background, it's converted into a query. What is that query? Select star from products where category equals to mobiles. Where product category equals to what, sir? Mobiles. So that query is sent to Amazon server. Amazon server will execute that query and return the data. The data is displayed here. Okay, na? Then everything background, they are converted into queries. Now, so then, for example, I'll ask employees like earning more than 5,000. Okay, I want to see the employees earning more than 5,000. Yes, select start from EMP where earning means salary. Salary greater than 5,000. Salary greater than 5,000. Okay, then oh, So execute this here. Then select star from EMP salary greater than 5,000. So what is the table? Actual table is this. This is the actual table. Yes or no? Then what it will do? It will go to the first one. Salary greater than 5,000. No, false, not selected. Next, 8,000, true. 9,000, true. Null, false, null, false. Okay. Then so see this. How many are there? Two. So it will show two. 8,000, 9,000. Okay, na? Then. So what I want to tell you is, you can write conditions based on any column. You can write based on ID, name, salary, whatever. Okay. Then. So next, suppose for example, okay, na? For example, I just want to find out. Okay. Then display like employees joined after 2021. Okay, na? Who are joined after 2021. That means right from the 22 onwards. Okay. Then right from joined after 2021. What? Select what, sir? Star from EMP where hide date greater than. So this is join date, condition based on join date now, where the join dates are there. Join dates are there in hide date greater than 2021. Hide date greater than 2021. Yes. Like once again, just see this. Okay. Then hide date greater than 2021. Run this. This gives error. Yeah. Yes. So here it is giving error. Date is incompatible with what? Small integer. What is the meaning here? Sir, hide date is what type? Hide date is what type? Date type. Hide date is what type? Date type. 2021 is what type? Integer type. Hide date is what type? Type I'm asking. So type. Hide date is date type. 2021 is what? Integer type. Date cannot be compared with integer. Date must be compared with date. Integer must be compared with integer. When you are doing comparison, both must be same type. But here, hide date is date type. 2021 is integer type. That's why it is giving date is incompatible with what? Small integer. Okay, na? Then, so here, then tell me what we have to do. So, then date. So here, see, joined after 2021 means, can I say like this? Joined after 31st December 2021. Sir, okay, na? Joined after 2021 means, can I say like this? Joined after 21st December 31st. Yes or no? Then, so here how to write it? 21st 2021 December 31st. Okay. Then you have to write like this. What is that is? So then here what? 2021. Next 2021 12. Next one 31st. Hide date greater than 2021 December 31st. Hide date greater than this means joined after 2021 or not? Yes. Okay. Understood now? Then now run this here. Then so how many are joined? 3. All these are joined in 2022. Okay. Then actually our table contains how many? 5 rows, but it is showing only 3 rows because remaining 2 employees are not joined after 2021. Okay. Then so you have to write like this. So you have to write like this. But if you write like this, what this gives? What this gives? Error. Okay, next. Suppose I'm asking like now display employees join before 2021. Before 2021 means 2020. Before 21 means 20, 19, 18, like then before 21, then what? Before 21 means before 2021 January 1st. Before what, sir? Before January 1st. Before 2021 January 1st. If he joins before 21st January 1st means he joined before 21st. Yes or no? Then how to write it? Hire date less than. Hire date less than 2021 0101. Okay na? Hire date is less than January 1st 21. So hire date is less than January 1st 21 means before 21. Yes or no? After means after December 31st. Before means before January 1st. Then. So run this here. There is one who joined before 21. He joined in 2020. Okay. Clear? Then. Before 20. Okay. Then. So this is like what? How you write what, sir? Condition. How you write condition. Okay. But if you see these examples, in all these examples, how many conditions you are writing? How many conditions you are written? How many conditions you are written? One condition. One condition. And always you'll have only one condition. Sir, in these examples, you applied only one condition. But sometimes what? You want to apply multiple conditions. You need to apply multiple conditions. According to the requirements, you have to apply multiple conditions. Then how to apply multiple conditions? Okay, then you see this here again example. So you click what, sir? Mobiles. Then you applied one condition. Now you'll get only mobile phones, but you are getting all the mobile phones. Sir, I don't want all the mobile phones because my budget is 10 to 20,000. Then what? Okay na? So there is an option here. What that is? Here there is option here 10 to 20,000. So click this. When you click this, then it will show only the mobile phones between 10 to 20,000. That means you are applying second condition. You are applying what, sir? Already you applied one condition. What that is? Mobile phones. Next you are applying second condition. Price between 10,000 to 20,000. So then now it will show only the mobile phones price between 10,000 and what, sir? 20,000. Yes or no? Okay. Second condition. You applied second condition. Next one. Okay. You applied second condition. And like this, so you can apply what, sir? Multiple conditions. Like, and suppose I'm not interested in all these brands. I'm interested in only Realme brand. I want to see Realme mobile phone. Then here there is a what, sir? There is a what? Here brands Realme is there. Click this. When you click this, then it will show only Realme brands. That means what is this is? This is third condition. This is third condition. I'll click this Realme. When you click this Realme, Now it is showing only Realme brands, mobile phones. So total how many conditions you applied? 3. First one, mobiles. Next one, price 10,000 to 20,000. Next one, brand equal to Realme. So 3 conditions you apply. Yes. Okay, na? Then. So like that, how to write multiple conditions here? How to write the multiple conditions here? So if you write multiple conditions, what is that is called? That is called compound condition. If you write multiple conditions, what is that is called? That is called compound condition. Okay. Then. So what is compound condition means? Writing what, sir? Multiple conditions. Writing multiple conditions. Okay. Then. So like what? Condition 1. Next one. Condition 2. When you write 2 conditions, compulsory these 2 conditions must be either combined with AND operator or OR operator. Okay, na? When you write multiple conditions, these 2 conditions must be combined with either we have to use AND or we have to use what? OR. Either we have to use AND or OR. Okay. Then. So now what is compound condition means? Multiple conditions combined with AND or OR operators is called compound condition. Okay. Then. Next, let's see. So what is the syntax is? How to write it? You have to write like this. What that is? Where? What's that? Condition 1 and condition 2. Condition 1, condition 2. Okay. Then. But you write single condition or you write multiple conditions. What is the final output? You write single condition, you write 1 condition or multiple conditions. What it returns? Condition. Condition returns true or false. Okay, na? Condition returns what, sir? True or false. If you write 1 condition or you write multiple conditions, returns what? True or false. Final output is true or false. Then when returns true, when returns false. Okay, na? When this whole thing returns true, when this whole thing returns false. When returns true, when returns false. Okay. So suppose here the first condition true, second condition is also true. Then what the output is true. First condition is what? True. Second condition is false and returns what? False. And first one is false, second one is true, then returns false. Both are false, then returns what, sir? False. Okay. Confused? Huh? Confused? Then. Okay, now. Sir, if you write 1 condition means no problem. If that is true, selected. If that is false, not selected. Yes or no? But here you write 2 conditions. When you write 2 conditions, okay, Then, so when returns true, when returns false. Yes. What is the final output? Final output is true or false. But when returns true, when returns false. It depends on individual conditions. If individual conditions are true, returns true. But at least one condition is false, then returns false. If both are true, returns true. If one is false, then returns false. Okay. Then now next, like let's see where condition one next or condition two, then result condition one or condition two. Condition one or condition two. What is this? So like when returns true, when this whole thing returns true, when this whole thing returns false. Okay. Both are true, then both conditions are true. Final output is true. Final output is also true. First condition true, second condition false. Output is what, sir? True. First condition, okay, then first condition false, second condition is true. What is the final output? True. And both are what? Both are false. Then output is what? False. Okay. Then now tell me what is the difference between end and or. In end, okay na? When both conditions are true, then only returns true. In case of R, at least one condition is true, returns true. In case of N, both conditions must be true. In case of R, at least one condition must be true. Okay. Then so what is my requirement is I got two conditions. I got what, sir? Two conditions. If both conditions are true, then only I want to select. Then use what, sir? End operator. Both conditions are true, then only select. Then use end operator. At least one condition is true, I want to select. Then use or operator. Okay. Then so like just listen this. For example, I written something like this. What is this is? Just see this. Listen. Category equals to what, sir? Mobiles. Category equals to mobile. Next one, I got one more condition. Price less than what, sir? 20,000. Category is mobile phones. Price less than 20,000. Suppose here I am giving end year. If I give end year, tell me what the output will get. You will get only the mobile phones. Will get mobile phones and also price less than 20,000. Yes, you'll get only the mobile phones, price less than 20,000. So tell me in this output, will you find TVs? Will you find TVs? Huh? Will you, is TVs are selected? No, not selected. Okay, na? Then laptops are selected. Huh? Laptops are selected. No, not selected. Because what is our condition? Mobile phones. So then next, so there is a Apple iPhone. There is an iPhone that costs 50,000. Selected or not selected? There is a Apple phone, iPhone that costs 50,000. Selected or not selected? Not selected. Why? Because price is not less than 20,000. Okay, na? So both must be true. So Apple phone means category is mobile. Okay, that is okay. But price is not less than 20,000. Price is greater than 20,000. So this is not selected. Okay, na? TV is not selected. Why? Because category is not mobile phones. Laptop is not selected because category is not mobile phones. Yes. Then suppose here I use R here. Okay, na? I use R. Then if I use R, then tell me TV is selected. I use R. R means what? If you use R, at least one must be true. At least one condition must be true. So TV is selected. Maybe. Yes, if TV cost is less than 20,000, TV is selected or not? Yes. If TV cost is less than 20,000, TV is selected. Suppose laptop is selected, maybe laptop cost is less than 20,000, laptop is selected. Apple iPhone is selected, 50,000. Apple iPhone is selected, 50,000. Yes, because its category is what, sir? Mobile phones. Understood? Then, so when you write or means either this must be true or this must be, any one must be true. But if you use and means, then both must be true. Got it? Then. So this is like what using and then what's it? Or operator. Okay. Then so like just let's see just one example. Then suppose here. So I want to see employees working as clerk, comma, manager. I want to see the employees working as clerk, manager. If employees clerk, select. If employees manager, select. Okay. Then if employees clerk, select. If employees manager, select. So I want to see clerks and managers data. Okay. Then what we have to write? Select what? Star. Select star from EMP. Then where what? Job equals to clerk. Job equals to clerk. Can we write like this? Clerk, comma, manager. Can we write like this? Job equals to clerk, comma, manager. Can we write like this? No, this is not allowed because equal to cannot be used with multiple values. Equal to should be always used with what? Single value. After equal to, you cannot write multiple values. You must write only single value. Okay, this is not allowed. And then what? Job equals to clerk. Next, one second. Job equals to clerk. Next, job equals to what, sir? Job equals to clerk. Job equals to manager. So then tell me, if job equal to clerk, select. If job equal to manager, select. In these two conditions, either if this is true, select. If this is true, select. Then which operator? Huh? Sorry, if this is true, select. If this is true, select. In these two conditions, if any condition is true, select. Then or operator. Sorry, if job equal to clerk, select. If job equal to manager, select. That means in these two conditions, at least one condition is true, select. Yes or no? Then which operator you have to use? Or operator. Or. Okay. Then if employee satisfies any one condition, selected. If employee satisfies any one condition, at least one condition is satisfied, selected. Okay, na? Then no. So then it goes to what, sir? It goes to the table. Let's see. It goes to the table. This is the table. And go to the first one. What is the job? Clerk. So clerk. So job is clerk. First condition, true. Okay, first condition true. Selected or not selected? Selected. Because in these two conditions, at least one condition should be true. Selected. Next one. Go to next one. What is the job? Analyst. So both conditions what, sir? False. Job is analyst now. Both conditions what? False. Not selected. Okay. What is the next one? Manager. So second condition true. Selected. Okay. Understood? Then finally, what is this will return? This will return clerks and managers. So there is one clerk, there is one manager. Sir, understood? Then so like suppose for example I use end year, then what is the output? I use end year. You'll get the same output. If I use end here, end means what? Both must be true. Compulsory both conditions must be satisfied. Then it go to the first one. What is the job? Clear. First condition true, but second condition false, not selected, because end means both must be satisfied. Yes or no? So first one is satisfying, but second one is false, not selected. What is the next one? Analyst. Both are false, not selected. What is the next one? Manager. Second condition true, but first condition false, not selected. Okay, na? What is the final output? Final output, nothing. What is the final output is? Nothing. Nothing must, because no employee is satisfying both. Understood na? No employee is satisfying both conditions. Yes, because if he is clerk, he cannot be manager. If he is manager, he cannot be clerk. No employee cannot be clerk and manager. Yes, understood? Then so we'll see some more examples in the next class. Hmm? డౌన్లోడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత జిప్ ఫైల్ వస్తుంది కదా, ఆ జిప్ ఫైల్ తీసుకో. ఆయన ఫస్ట్ స్టాప్ మీద పెట్టావు కదా, మీరు ఉండి కాదు బాగా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసిన తర్వాత వచ్చింది కదా, ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయకుండా వచ్చిన ఫైల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, నిన్న చూసాము అవి డౌన్లోడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఏమొచ్చింది? ఈ రెండు వచ్చినాయి. అన్నిటికంటే ఈజీ అంటే SQL ఈజీ, .NET, జావా,